We haven't done a whole lot today. After we left that first spot, we went and got something to eat and took a little break and walked in and called down here on the other end of the field and saw Jake and a couple of hens, but we were getting ready to go to another spot. Got to the truck and we were just packing our gear up and a turkey gobbled off in these woods. So gave himself away. We're gonna go after him. It sounded like he was almost around that curve, but just in the woods or something. He was not out in the field. He's right down here. It'd be nice if we could worm ourselves right in front of this little black tree. Just to see that way. Just get past this thick stuff, you know. Ground's pretty soft. Yeah. So go ahead and slide up there. I think he's just down here loafing. He's right there. Yeah, I think he's just down here loafing out of need. I'm gonna slide in right behind you. Oh, he's straight down that lane. Yeah, I know. Haven't moved.
Move to that tree.
Huh?
I'm gonna move to that tree.
No.
Okay.
He's still straight down.
Yeah, I know. He's not moving his feet at all.
Yeah, that's why I think he's probably just sitting there, hands just sitting there, chilling out in the shade.
Yeah.
Right here past these little trees. If you stay over here and then cut straight across, crawl.
Before them, turn right.
Yeah, go right here to these bushes and then take a right, one at a time. Like I'll get there with you and you go across, get seated. I'll call Tony to touch base before you crawl across. He goes and just crawl.
We'll head over toward that big tree.
I think it's just too much brush. You see all the brush right there between that? Yeah. I think that gives you a nice open lane to shoot down there.
We'll get up against one of those trees.
Yeah, there's two. So go here, crawl, sit you back against it. You'll have an open lane.
Hey, we bump them, we bump them.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah, I think we can't be too passive right here. I don't know if this is too much better, but
It's okay. We're trying something. I have no problem. He's down in there farther than I thought. I don't know where we go from here.
you want to crawl to that big, ugly oak in front of you. Just kind of easy. He's just to the right of it. Beyond it, but just to the right. So if you go here and try to keep it in between you and go straight behind it and then pop around the front, at some point he's going to all of a sudden decide, okay, I'm done loafing, and make a move. And so we need to be ready. Scott, his knee right here to the left. His knee right there. We're really close to him. I like to call Don't Kill the Cobble again to kind of pinpoint. Yeah.
If I can get to that tree,
That big one right there.
and stand up.
But you stand up real slow behind it.
Right.
Just scan with your eyes.
Right.
And then if you see him come up, shoot him.
I don't think I'm getting any closer than that.
Yeah, it's getting to him. Well, we're getting too close that he's gonna start picking us up to the brush. And he's gonna get nervous of me. It's just so freaking thick in here.
Yeah.
That's why he's sitting right where he's at. He hasn't moved since we first cobbled today. Can you not crawl forward? Yeah. So I basically backed up around, hit this trail. I'm gonna go back there and kind of direct the bird this way, right into Scott's path. least 30 yards, maybe a little bit farther, maybe 40, back from where Scott's at. I can hear the gobbler drumming. I'm just hoping that he comes this way just a little bit, just to reveal himself to Scott. It's so thick back in here. You practically have to be on top of the gobbler to see him. Did you lay eyes on him?
I know I was within 15 yards of him. He had himself in a hole. All I could see was the tip of his fan every now and then. He was down in a hole. He was probably periscoping when you gobbled, or when you called to him. His head wouldn't come up. I'd see him gobble. Fan would disappear. I get literally, all I could get was the
Were you
weight.
standing up at this point?
Huh?
Were you standing up at this
No,
point?
I was squatting down the whole time.
You should have stood up, shot him.
I don't think, I looked and looked and looked. I don't think there was any way I could see him.
If you stood up, you would have got elevation, wouldn't you?
No, not the spot he was in. It was almost impossible to describe. I made one last move because I couldn't get anything on him. So I made one last move, get around, stop and waited for you to call. You called, and he must have seen me because he moved off easily 35.
See, I
40
called and he
yards.
didn't answer this time. I said, uh-oh.
Right, he didn't answer. Then
And
he
then I
answered,
called a little bit later. He called me.
and he moved off 40 yards, so I know he saw me.
One plus to me crawling around up here and calling. I saw this as I was crawling. Just in the middle of the woods.
Oh, that was the most ridiculous sneak I've ever tried to put on.
Yesterday it was up and down hills. Today you're crawling for 100 yards. I was dropping pins where you were at and where I moved.
Oh, really?
Could you hear me scratching the leaves?
Yeah.
Okay. And I was
And I
marking.
thought that was gonna finally really move him.
I heard him drumming so loud and I said, oh, he's moved forward.
Me too.
And so I went back. I was trying to get it back as far as I could. I run out of woods. I was getting close to the field, so I just said, I'll just go to the side. He'll think I'm just moving around and scratching.
Yep.
Eventually he
Great.
may come
Sounded
in
good.
here.
I knew exactly what you were doing. And call intermittently.
Anyway, I guess we're going to grab our gear that we left a trail of gear as we were crawling. We came back out here yesterday evening to an area we hunted a bird yesterday. And we got one to gobble at fly up. Thing is, he's maybe 60 or 70 yards in the woods right down the side of the hill. So we're going to slip in there right where the hill drops off so we can see down the hill. No lights, no cameras until it gets daylight. We're just going to lay there and not going to call. Hopefully he's roosted where we think he is. And he pitches down to the hill in front of us in the gun range. That's two of them right to our left.
Right to our left. Maybe 100 yards.
Sound like Jake's on us. There's 4 cobblers right here on this hillside out to about, I guess about 300 or 400 yards away. And the farthest one I might count. Just right here on this 0 to 400 yards to our left is 4 cobblers. It's like he fell out of the tree. 5:33. He flew down early.
He went away from us.
No, he came straight towards us. He landed right below the lip. But it was loud.
Oh, really loud.
might just walk straight up this hill. Just keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Those two gobbled to our left. He didn't gobble, but he flew down, and then he started heading towards them. I see them coming. Just look, they're coming straight at us. See that big white tree? All right, get your gun up. Get your gun up there behind the tree.
Where?
Don't move, don't move. See that big tree down there that's kind of white? Straight down your barrel? Kind of white in color? See, here they come. You see the, no, to the right slightly. What? You see the big oak down there?
I see him.
I don't know what kind of...
I don't know if that's a jig or a gobbler. See the other one.
I'm getting nervous. There's one to the right. You better shoot one if you want one. Do you have one right there? Make up your mind. Might be a Jake. Is he flopping? Yep. Well, congratulations on your gobbler. Let's go see what it is.
He got stuck against the tree here. Oh, we got lucky.
Yeah, I wonder if that was the Tom came up the hill. It sounded like there might have been two Jakes gobbling.
There was.
But when they last gobbled right here, and I said, I think they're coming, it sounded like a Tom gobble.
Yeah.
So he was with them probably.
He was lower all the time.
Yeah.
Than the Jake.
And these came up to take a peek.
But at that point, I couldn't pick out the tree you were talking about, which one it was.
Yeah, it was that big light colored one right there.
Once he finally came up and he was completely periscoped, then I see a second one coming up, and I'm waiting for the third to try to see who's who. But that second one didn't like something.
So that second one looked like he had a bigger head. And I'm wondering if he could have been Tom. He could have been a Jake, but
he could have been the other Jake.
They had the colors in their head when they came up. They were actually, they were obviously interested.
Yeah.
But he came up, like you said,
I don't know what would make them nervous. We were tucked behind all those brush and branches there.
Yeah, you see it's that tree that's all, I think that's that cluster of trees is all
right
falling.
there. It's coming across. We're right.
Yeah, we're right in all that
right
crap.
in that.
They had to be looking good to see us. And
Oh,
I don't know. I saw the one. I was so busy looking at your gun trying to get you pointed in the right direction.
Right.
I took my eye off the viewfinder, and when I looked back, I was pointing in just the bushes.
Yeah.
And so I got it back to where the turkeys were.
Yeah.
And I couldn't pick out which one you were aiming at, and I saw you were aiming more to the left than the turkey down the hill.
Yeah.
So I just came behind your gun barrel. And I had it like pointing right down your barrel.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to decide whether you want to shoot.
Yeah.
I can't remember my exact words, and I'm just sitting there like this, and all of a sudden, boom! I was like, well, I guess he decided to shoot.